show is brought to you by the number 445 and the colors red and black. Plus, a new burger has entered the chat. Crack those cold ones. It's the Argos Fancast. You can find us at Argos Fancast or anywhere you can find your friendly neighborhood podcast. Just search Argos Fancast or go directly to our Spotify page. Search Argos Fancast on there or go to the YouTube page. We're a partner with Shotgun Sports Network, and you can find our playlist there and like, subscribe, do all the things. I am Clay Chisholm. You can find me at All Kinds of Clay. And joining us, as always, he is our resident historian from ArgoFans.com, the VP of Football Operations, Trustee Will Gertler, MBA.
Hi, everybody. You can find me on Twitter at ArgoFans or at www.argofans.com.
And from the Double Blue Order, Sir Douglas of House Ballinger, second of his name, Lord of Section 116, Warden of the South Side, and Protector of the Realm.
One of these days, I'm going to grab my medieval helmet and I'm going to wear it for the intro. You can find me here on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find me here at Sir Douglas 1873. You can find me exclusively on Blue Sky at DougB519, and you can find the Double Blue Order currently living out of a transit van, some traveling to Ottawa right now because we can't get into our home stadium. But we also have a presence on Facebook, Excrement, Instagram, and we also have a merch store. That's at doubleblueorder.ca.
Well, gentlemen, that was
point of order really quick. This is directed to Montreal. This show is is sponsored by the letters F and U. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's warranted. If anybody's unsure what that means, you could probably read between the lines and just go online and ask some Argo fans that were at the game. Now, moving on.
No kidding.
Moving on, that was a game. That was definitely a game.
That was a good one, actually. So surprisingly good.
Yeah. I expected to see some rust on a quarterback who hadn't played in 580 some odd days. Over
18 months.
And technically we did see some rust, which is really fucking scary for the rest of this league.
But the rust, I don't think, came entirely from him.
No.
Which was more surprising more than anything.
And we will get to that. But first, let's take a look at the stats brought to you by CFL.ca. Well, as you can see, the Argos lost 37-30. They managed to stupidly give up 20 points in the fourth quarter. That's an issue. But we did score 30 points. Chad Kelly, 28 of 46, 445 yards in his first game in 580 days. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Running the ball, Sam Hicks looked pretty good. 9 carries, 53 yards. Average about 6 yards per carry. And then catching the ball, we've got Kevin Mattal at 7 receptions, 109 and a touchdown. Tyler, come on! 6 catches, 106 yards and a touchdown in his CFL debut. Mackay Polk, 12 targets, only 4 catches, 82 yards. David Unger III, 5 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Smith had a 35-yard reception as well. Sam Hicks had 329. And DeMonte Coxey had 2 catches on 7 targets for 19 yards. On defense, what you kind of would expect when you give up 37 points and 400 yards passing. Your DBs are your top tacklers. James Caesar, 6 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Benji Franklin had 5. Deshaun Amos had 3. Tavarius McFadden had 3. Darius Pickett had 3 and a sack. Then you Cam Judge, Isaac Darkangelo both had 3 as well. Ralph Hawley, 2 Congo, 2 Ojo, and a whole host of other people at 1. So, oh geez, and I was at the game.
Get that frog out of your throat.
Especially since I'm talking about Montreal.
Oh, that's getting cut.
Oh, hell no. That's not good.
Oh, dear Lord.
Now let's...
It's getting cut.
Oh. After I laugh at it that hard, shit.
Yeah, so let's the other stat that I always look at is time of possession. 28 minutes, 17 seconds for the Argos and 31:43 for the Alouettes. Pretty good numbers altogether, except if you're on defense.
Well, that and the big number that matters up at the top.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're taking on a guy who's seemingly unstoppable in the regular season, and he had a receiver that is basically kind of like a Madden glitch, just making catches no matter where the hell the ball is.
Yeah,
it's like, and on top of that, they picked on the rookie, poor bastard. It's like, I mean, you look at all that and you're thinking to yourself, wow, they didn't look that great. But to be honest, we were only down 7 points. And if the onside kick went our way, there was a possibility we could have taken the lead. We could have tied it up and taken it to overtime.
And if we don't give up that block punt on
and miss 2 field goals.
Yep.
So on and so forth.
Essentially what you're saying is we really should have won this game.
Oh, yeah. This game was totally winnable. 100% winnable. But unfortunately, I mean, this was the case of just shit happens. And I think I've said that like several players need to go take a bath in WD-40 in order to get the rust off. So
I feel like it was too people are right not to overreact to the loss, but people are underreacting to kind of some of the patterns of last year. Bad fourth quarter, poor secondary play, lack of pass rush, and special teams was not very good.
Yep.
Kicking in particular. Cover wasn't bad, but kicking was really bad.
Plus, they got the block punt against them.
Yep.
That I consider that part of kicking. So
and that was a hole that I guess was identified by Montreal, and the next chance they got, they pulled the move that would put the defender right in that wide open hole that gave him a free run to Haggerty. So there are definitely a lot of things that need to be fixed, and we haven't even talked about the miscues on offense too.
Yep.
Both Mackay Polk and DeMonte Coxey, who are your 2 number 1 receivers normally.
Terrible games for those 2.
Yeah,
terrible.
A lot of drops.
Yep.
A lot of misreads or weren't on the same page as Chad Kelly. Went one way when they should have gone the other way. Chad Kelly saw one thing, they saw the other.
And that
It's
led to
not-
an interception, to be honest. That led to the
Yeah.
interception.
Yeah.
Because he
Which,
threw it to like nobody. It was like right to the defender, like in between the two wide receivers. You're like, what? Like clearly there was a miscommunication there, and it cost them dearly.
And I think
Mhm.
they had words on the bench about it.
yeah. There was definitely a little altercation between Kelly and Polk. And I guess there was a little bit of fire between Coach and Kelly as well. From
Yeah.
what we've heard, I did not see it on the broadcast, and I haven't watched it back yet. So, yeah. But all in all, we ended up losing that game. But definitely 445 yards, and you had two of your top receivers have bad days.
Yeah.
I think that's a good sign.
It is on that side of the ball.
Uh,
Defense still has to figure it out because you're not going to be able to win every game 34-31.
no. The one player that I was disappointed with on the defensive side of the ball, and I think that it kind of led to a few things, was Priester. He just didn't seem like he really fit at safety. He was almost invisible in this game.
It's like Priester's like one of those guys that always thought of him better as a depth or a rotational piece.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's a guy who has to start taking meaningful snaps for you, I'm a bit apprehensive.
Yeah, and I initially thought that spot was going to be taken back over by Sluka, but they're dead set on Sluka being a linebacker, it seems. And my honest opinion is Priester is just a placeholder until they feel that Mr. Johns is ready to take over that spot. I mean, that was the initial plan going into training camp. Things happened, and now it can't be a Canadian position yet.
Right.
But so maybe the Argos coaching staff feel that Mr. Johns is a little bit further along than initially thought, because you wouldn't you go out and try and get a Canadian in that spot if you thought he was still about a year away, which I think was the initial plan.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So neither of us, or none of us attended the game.
Nope. So
we didn't get to view it in all its glory in McGill Stadium. But any observations that we haven't touched on, Will?
Don't think so. Pass rush, I think, was a bit non-existent, but I think that's sort of been the way it's been around the league, apparently, to start the year.
No, I mean, to touch on that, there was one point in the game where I swear I think it was like a solid 10 count that Davis Alexander had in the pocket in order to get the ball away.
Yeah.
That means one of two things. It's either Montreal's O-line is really, really good, which is plausible, or our defensive line is really, really, really atrociously bad, which I'm not liable to believe.
I think when and this is the one thing that I thought having Luke Wilson on the call actually helped out. He pointed out a lot of things that I would not have noticed. But there were a lot of times where the Argos were only rushing 3 linemen on defense, and and having max coverage in the secondary.
It still got shredded to pieces.
Yeah. So at that point, I mean, you definitely there was several plays, and I know there were several plays where it felt like Alexander had an eternity to just figure out what he wanted to do with that ball, and then change his mind and had another eternity to do it again. But when you've got 6 guys in protection against 3, it's one of those things where you're not going to get a lot of pass rush unless you make a really fucking good move, and we did not see that.
But we'll see how it continues. As I said, can't overreact to the loss, but don't underreact either.
No. Next up on the docket, we are heading into Ottawa to take on the Red and the Blacks, but they're going to be all in white.
You can call them the all caps.
We're going in
or the caps locks, one or the other. I think. I think either one would work.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're going to take on the all caps in the country's capital this coming Saturday. Will, you okay there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sounds like you're getting attacked by something.
Was trying to be more comfortable.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and we're taking on the Red Blacks and our former coach Ryan Dinwiddie.
Now to be fair though, those white unis though that they came out with, those are pretty sharp.
They're not bad.
Although I still think that the Red Blacks should only have 2 colors of uniforms: red and black. White only if there's a color clash. So let's say if you're taking on the Stampeders. That's it. Pick. Have your black as your home and your red as your away. No white on those guys. But that's just my opinion on it. So your name is the Red Blacks. Fucking live up to it.
Yep. I wonder if the league talked to the teams on what jerseys you're going to wear, what brand new things you're going to think, because BC came out and sported those the Frost uniforms, Pacific Frost uniforms, which initially in the videos looked pretty goddamn cool, but watching them on TV, they were the exact opposite of the gunmetal gray jerseys that they had years ago. And those were just as hard to see who was who. I don't think they lived up to the hype.
No, I don't think so. And then what? Saskatchewan comes out with the prairie.
Yeah.
It's so that's like jersey numbers 12 that they've got now.
Probably.
They'll sell a dozen of them.
Easily they'd sell a dozen of them. But I'm just saying, like, I still think the Argos are missing the boat if they don't make this in Oxford.
Yep. Hopefully that little Easter egg that we saw in the pre-season video of our equipment managers is true, where they had the 3 jersey colors. Really hoping, because then that would complete the set.
Yeah, and then I know I would be a very poor man after they come out.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. What are we gonna have to do to beat the Red Blacks? Because I didn't even watch them this last week or the week before. So
Well,
I don't know what they're all about at this point.
I was kind of surprised. I mean, Dinwiddie's going with Jake Mayer instead of Drew Brown, but like Drew Brown has played really, really, really well against the Argos in most of the starts. So it's like, I don't know. I'd be tempted to go with a hot hand.
I'm glad you're not coaching at this point, because I will take every advantage I can get. I don't care how dominant our team can be.
And ultimately, we know how stubborn Ryan Dinwiddie actually is. So
Yep.
we're not going to see Drew Brown take a snap unless it's short yardage.
Nope. Or Jake Mayer has his arm ripped off, and we
He
beat Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie gets slapped with it. Yeah.
So
Mortal Kombat style, like Quan Chi. One of the fatalities where he just rips the dude's legs off, beats him to death with it, and just keeps on beating him, even into the continue screen. I love that. That's one of my favorite fatalities of all time.
So what are we going to have to do? Like, I think we're going to have to at least tighten up the coverages on defense, because Dinwiddie's going to try and exploit the DBs again.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. I think kicking game has to improve, and obviously the Liram needs to get his aim back. Number one.
Mm-hmm. Although I did see one of those holds was a mistake by Haggerty. One of those holds had the laces in, so that usually will pull that to the left like it did.
Yeah, but the other one was just like it just kind of like tumbled on every axis possible and still went wide left.
Yeah.
So
they got to get that.
They gotta get that. So they gotta get that sorted out. They gotta get the protection for the punt protection sorted out.
And Kelly's got to get on the same page with his best receivers.
Yeah.
Like I said, WD-40 bath, but not for him. Everybody else.
And if this is like, honestly, if we're doing this against the Montreal defense, who was one of the better defenses in the league last year, and then we're going up against the Red Blacks defense, which was not
good.
one of the best. As long as Marshall Ferguson is not calling the game, we don't have a monsoon show up like it does every time he calls a game.
Friggin' hurricane rolls through just for no reason.
Chad Kelly could literally throw for 500 yards easy. And it wouldn't surprise me if he did.
That would not surprise me either, because the offensive line, our offensive line is really good. I was really impressed with that last week, and I can see them continuing that this week.
Yeah, because that's leading to the Red Blacks defense are not great. They're not horrible, but they are.
They're 3.6 Rontgen. Not great, not terrible.
Yep,
that's as far as the decimeter says.
But yeah, I think we've got to tighten that up, and then if we can get that run game working a little bit more, now that everybody knows that our passing game, even when our two of our receivers shit the bed, we are still throwing for almost 450 yards. Like, you're going to have those openings for that run game, and our line showed that they can definitely run block too. So they didn't have to do it a lot, but they can definitely do that. And Jack Cassar looked like he can play fullback a little bit too. He had a couple nice blocks in there as well. Very, very defensive style fullback. He hit some people pretty damn hard.
Which is what you need.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want out of your fullback.
Yeah, you want him to truck people so he makes the hole for the running back to make his way up and get some positive yardage.
All right, and so we'll see that. We'll make our picks in a little bit. We talked about Chad Kelly's 400-yard passing game. Well, there were a couple other 400-yard passing games in the league this last week.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. I'm like, okay, did the defenses stay on the plane? Or are they stuck in the airport bar somewhere? Because like there was most of week one. Four of them.
Four last week. The first time we've ever had 400-yard passing games since 1995. So
including Ken Austin.
Yep, you're looking at Chad Kelly, Davis Alexander, who had 441, Zach Caleros, and Trevor Harris, who both had 421 was Caleros and 417 was Harris. Also, both former Argos, by the way.
Disciples of Ricky Ray.
It's you're never going to let anybody not know that they were brought into this league by the Argos.
Mm-hmm. Which means it was our fault. Sorry.
Yeah. That too.
It's our fault why Winnipeg became after they won their cup in 19 that they became a bunch of shitheads. Sorry for allowing riders to win their fifth. Sorry we're just gonna keep on apologizing for every single.
We got to apologize for Montreal and in Hamilton a couple years ago too.
Fuck no, I'm not apologizing for that. I don't apologize for that one.
Yeah. So you mentioned it was Ken Austin 459, Matt Dunnigan 437, Danny McManus 409, and Doug Flutie 405.
How the heck Ken Austin threw for 400 yards to the Toronto Argonaut is beyond me. That was a fucking horrible team.
It was week 6. I don't know.
They lost 20-16 apparently. Like how do you throw for 459 yards and only score 16 fucking points?
Get stopped and have to be forced to kick field goals.
Probably. And we know fucking Wayne Lamley was a terrible field goal kicker, so he probably missed a bunch. God, it was awful.
You're probably right, yeah. Yeah, like
you're the expert on that on the history, so we'll take your.
I'm not looking it up.
Look, we're just going to take your word for it.
But McManus, I think he was with BC still at that point, wasn't he?
Good.
Dunnigan was with Birmingham, and Doug was with Calgary.
Yeah. So McManus was probably with BC at that point.
Yep, he wouldn't go to Edmonton until the next year.
No. So, and then week 1 we had a couple high passing yard games as well. So, as much as the World Cup has brought excitement to this country and this continent, our quarterbacks are trying really hard to bring excitement to the CFL.
I'm not that excited by the World Cup.
Well, look, you're not Scottish.
Your team ain't in it.
But yeah, it's 4 400-yard games, and that's like
astounding.
It's what we all kind of have in our that memory that we believe, we had these 400-yard passing games all the time back then when, the CFL was, had the gunslingers all over the place. I don't think we never saw as many as we want to remember, but goddamn, we had 4 last week. So if we get games like that, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to have to try a lot harder to shit on the CFL.
Entertainment value right now is through the roof.
Yeah.
So week 1 was spectacular. Week 2 was spectacular. Like, week 3 is not that far. Week 3 is not that far away, including the triple header on Saturday. So lots of football then. Because we got Friday night football and then the triple header on Saturday starts with us. So it's gonna be some interesting stuff, and I think I don't know if they're gonna keep the pace up with the 400-yard stuff when the defenses ultimately finally get the adjustments in. But for now, enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Definitely should be a lot of fun. So I have not even looked at what my fantasy stuff did, but I know I did absolute garbage.
No, if I pretend, if I don't overthink it during the show, maybe I'll do better when I finally pick.
My pick'em has been utter shit. I got one right in the last 2 weeks. One.
I went with Chad Kelly as my quarterback, which I thought was a good idea, and it turned out to be pretty good. And then after that, I picked our receiver only had 19 yards, and I picked running backs that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So
you kind of fell in the same trap that I did for weekly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of fell. But I mean,
did decent as possession receivers, but if they don't get you any touchdowns.
Yeah. So with everybody being a $15,000 quarterback, wait a minute. Is Chad Kelly not a $15,000 quarterback?
Value play of the week, perhaps?
I think they had to play around with the values, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to fuck with I find when it's three games a week, they try to fuck you over with the prices.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, because they got to find a way to make it hard,
Yeah.
Well, okay, Chad Kelly is 13-4, so that would be the value pick of the week. Your other options for quarterback.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah, Cody Fajardo's 13-3, Vernon Adams is 13, and this is Trevor Harris.
Yeah.
So
Zach Calero's actually 12-2. But
he's on the bye. He's on the bye, so that's why he's 12-2. Bet you any money he goes back up to 15 the second when Winnipeg comes back next week.
But you got Nathan Rourke, Davis Alexander, Bo Levi Mitchell, all at 15,000. And those would be the guys almost everybody's targeting. So I am going to take our quarterback at 13-4. And go heavy on receivers. Because, that's probably where it's at. And then try some value picks at running back. Let's see if our running back is there at all yet.
It would be a miracle.
And Sam Hicks is there.
Spencer Brown's still there. Sam Hicks is there now.
Yeah. But Peyton Logan, Spencer Brown, Jairyn Mitchell are all still there. So, that's where I'm going. I'm not going to pencil much more into than that. Doug, do you got any picks this week for it?
I'm looking here. I mean,
Yeah.
you're kind of boned no matter what.
Yep.
I mean, really, if you want to take a gamble, which is something I would probably do, is go with Gina Lewis at just under 10K.
All right.
Against our secondary, he could go off. I mean, if they didn't make the proper adjustments.
Yep.
And I mean, let's see. You can go with our old hand, Dejon Brissett. He's at 9.5. Stearns at 7.3. Considering what he did against us, going up against Edmonton, shit.
Yeah.
That's a good value play there. Yeah, so like there is value to be found. It's just you kind of got to dig for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make it easy, obviously.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have Herslow back as well this week, so should be interesting in that respect.
Although, to be fair, would you really rush Jake Herslow back? Considering how well Tyler played?
No, I wouldn't rush him back, but if he's ready, and you want to get him into live fire because he didn't get much of that in the preseason, so...
yeah, fair point.
Not like Polk acquitted himself well.
No.
Honestly, I would line up Herslow behind Polk and just say, "All right, have fun, Mackay. You shit the bed. Guess who's right behind you?"
Yeah.
That's. If it were me, that's the way I'd do it. But I mean, there's a reason why I'm not a coach in this league. There's a reason why there's a reason why I'm an armchair GM.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get to the picks then. Let's see. Pull up the odds here. We start off on the Friday night. We've got Hamilton hosting BC. Hamilton is 1.5 point favorites. I will take BC plus the points. BC to cover and actually to win on that one. Because I don't think Hamilton's as good as they think they are. But I may be biased. Will?
That applies to just about all of us, Clay. Come on.
That's good. Will? How are the...
It's BC. BC.
Yeah.
No, Hamilton. BC's wide receiver rooms of mash unit.
All right, and Doug...
Oh, sorry. Sorry, we'll kind of derail my train of thought. No, I'm going to go BC because even with BC's wide receivers being all banged up, I know, like we might be kind of biased here, but Hamilton's got potential fraud written all over them.
Yeah.
And I mean, and we're not being mean here. We're not being like, oh, you guys just being Argo fans. No. Hamilton does have potential fraud written all over them. I mean, their defense is still suspect as hell.
Yep. Their prize middle linebacker is going to be out again the third week in a row.
Oh, is he? Winton's not playing again? Oh, shit.
Nope. And Jamal Peters is also going to be out. Understandably so.
Yeah, that was a hard smack he took. My God.
Yeah.
Who was it? Like, I think it was like a knee to the head or something like that.
That's
what it looked like.
Yeah, I'm just glad that he's back and functioning. And because I don't wish that on anybody. Next game, we've got the main event to start off Saturday. We've got the Toronto Argonauts in Ottawa, with Argos favored by 1.5.
That's it?
That's it.
Why? They're on the
Argos-
road.
Argos plus the
They're not
points.
torched.
That's an easy one. Argos plus the points.
Yeah,
I would
it's-
they've even got the over under at 55.5. I might say
that's too low. That's too low. Go the over.
so. I think it's unanimous. We're all taking Toronto plus the points and probably some more than that. Then we go to Edmonton, where we got Montreal in town to take on the Elks. Montreal is favored by 3.5 in that game.
That's it.
It's the beginning of the season. These lines are going to be minuscule.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, minuscule. Meanwhile, they gave 6.5 against us last week.
yeah,
Like- How do they get off only giving Edmonton 3.5? I'm saying as long as Davis Alexander's upright, ain't nobody beating them. Montreal
Edmonton's at
all the
home.
way.
yeah. I want to say Montreal as well.
Probably.
And,
But
once
they're
again,
giving Edmonton the benefit of the doubt at home for a few.
yep. Yeah, I think Montreal's going to beat them. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for Montreal, but they're going to beat them. And then we close out Saskatchewan in Calgary. Saskatchewan favored by 1.5. I have to take Saskatchewan here.
I have to take Calgary here.
Yep. So Doug,
So I've got the decider here. Oh, geez. Oh, shit. You know what? Dice of Fate. Calgary? Okay.
Good decision. Good thinking.
No, thank the dice for that.
all right. So that's all the games this week.
Well, unless Winnipeg is playing the bye. Want to pick the bye to cover 3.5 points? That's fine.
Buy plus the points.
Yeah.
I think
Hawkeyes and guard.
I think the buy will win, but they won't cover. So now I guess it's time for everybody's favorite long 3 minutes. Doug, it's a 3-minute warning.
Is it really though? Do people actually like it when I just yammer on?
Nobody has
Well-
said they dislike it.
No.
Oh, okay, fair point.
Maybe they'll like this this new item that you've got here for the 3-minute warning today.
Yeah. Clay, you have access to Instagram, right? So there it is.
There it is.
If you're not watching on YouTube, I'll kind of explain what's here. Oh, I'll have to zoom this a little bit so I can see it. Okay, so it is an image of something called the BeARGO Burger. Right? It looks really, really good, and it says this is from Bear Steak Sandwiches. They're out on. They have 2 locations in Toronto, one on College Street and one in Wellington Market. And here's what the caption says. It says, to commemorate our partnership with the Toronto Argos, we're bringing back a crowd favorite. We've gotten more DMs about this than any other item. That should be something. Introducing the BeARGO Burger. 8 ounces medium rare ground chuck patty, double smoked bacon jam, American cheese, pickles, burger sauce, and a fluffy Tremari Bakery sesame seed bun. And it will be available at Bear every Argos game day in limited quantities exclusively in their app, excluding June the 12th, except due to the Taste of Italy. My mouth is watering just thinking about that.
It is definitely good, and we've been in contact with these guys, and we are going to try this burger. We just have to figure out a date that works for everybody, but we are definitely going to try it, and we will taste test it and show you exactly what it looks like live. Because I will bring my phone and make sure we commemorate this great taste test, because that looks insane.
Like I said, it makes me it makes my mouth water thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the photo, it looks amazing. And did we lose Will? Looks like we did. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. That. Jeez, I'm drooling here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't. It was like, it's something that I can't wait to try.
Yeah. We'll figure that out, and yeah, we will get video of that burger. We'll put it up on our socials. It'll make its debut on the show once we try it, and I'm sure Doug, you'll have something on it as well.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be on my YouTube channel as well. So,
and if this burger isn't up your alley, I've taken a look at their menu, and it looks insane. Like it is a fat guy paradise.
Steak and cheese sandwich.
I saw a picture of that. That looks like it looks like big hunks of steak in
it is
in a burger. It looks fantastic.
It's not like it's not like the thinly sliced, I think
it ain't Arby's. It ain't Arby's.
Hey,
don't knock Arby's, but this is in a different class.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not.
Yeah, this is in a different weight class altogether. We're looking forward to trying this out. Thanks to Aki at Bear Steak Sandwiches for working with us, and we will get this on here as soon as we can get out there to try that burger.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it's humanly possible.
So and I've got one more last little thing, and this is kind of a response to your flag from 2 weeks ago, Clay.
All right.
You're 100% right. You are 100% right, because I'm going to put this into perspective here. I've been a Toronto Argonauts season ticket holder for 21 years. Okay? In that time, 4 owners. 4 owners. So we've averaged one every 5 years, and MLSC has been the longest owner out of the bunch.
Yeah.
You can't have people that you can't have, like, the league cannot be sustainable when you're burning through owners every 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and let's not forget the fact that 6 years ago, we had a commissioner go to the government hat in hand saying, give us $300 million so we can run a season. And the government quite rightly told them to go kick rocks.
Mm.
So this league has been suffering for some time. And of course, because, like, oh, there's football, they stick their head in the sand. So yeah, the league, like, whether we like it or not, the owners are getting sick and tired of losing money, and it's very clearly with the unanimous mandate that Stuart Johnson has been given. The owners are. It's like,
make fucking money.
Thank you. Exactly. They want. Basically they all sat in the room with the board of governors, pointed at him, and said exactly that. We want to make fucking money.
Yep.
And so far, like, everything that he's done has been with that in mind.
Yep.
And I understand, like, oh, well, people are inconvenienced. Guess what? That's a you problem, not a league problem.
If they can't make the money, the league won't be there.
if the league can't make the money, we're all going to be watching the NFL, and this is going to become a Bills podcast. And I shudder at that thought.
No.
You know, a Minnesota Vikings podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We got. Sorry, my camera's a little fucked up. You got
Ginger and Andy on every week.
You got Vikings fan, Dolphins fan, complete NFL agnostic.
Yeah.
So
that would be one horrible Bills show.
It would be fantastic, especially with you just trashing. It would be just you trashing them for 50 minutes every week. Let's be honest.
And then Will will be trying to figure out who. Well, I'd probably be doing the same thing, but trying to figure out who our team's quarterback is going to be. Because, yeah, but that's for another podcast.
It's for a completely different podcast, for a completely different genre and a completely different day.
So essentially, you agree, Stuart Johnson needs to make fucking money, and that's what he's been doing for this league for the first time. Like, honestly, how many commissioners can you go back and think of that came in and got this much done, even in their whole tenure?
Jake Kadar.
And that's going back.
His tenure was like friggin' from 1958 to 1987. So we could have a full-on laundry list of shit.
Yeah. But since then, I don't think any commissioner has done more, let alone in his first year in their whole mandate.
For those of you ready to say Mark Ohan, you can stop right there. He's only good for one thing. The only thing he did was bring back Ottawa, and everybody thinks he's king shit when it comes to commissioners.
Anyway,
we were spoiled with him, and now everyone is like, oh, I hate the guy. Well, commissioners aren't meant to be liked.
Nope.
Period.
They're there to serve the owners and to
make money.
Make fucking money. My light went out.
You didn't pay the light bill, Doug.
No, hang on.
All right.
Back. There we go.
All right. I think that does it for this week's episode of the Argos Fancast. Will, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ArgoFans or at www.argofans.com.
And Doug?
You can find me on YouTube, Sir Douglas 1873, on Blue Sky at DougB519, and you can find the Double Blue Order in a van down by the river because we're still homeless till August. But you can also find us on Facebook, Excrement, Instagram, and we got a merch store. But please help us pay for gas money. DoubleBlueOrder.ca.
And you can find me at All Kinds of Clay. You can find the podcast at Argos Fancast, or anywhere you find your friendly neighborhood podcast. Just search Argos Fancast. We are a proud member of the Shotgun Sports Network. You can find them at shotgunsportsnetwork.ca. You can also go to their YouTube page, watch our show, like and subscribe to our playlist, and share us everywhere, or go over to Spotify, listen to us, watch us over there, or pretty much anywhere there's a podcast catcher. You'll find our show. Just type in Argos Fancast, and there we are. That does it for the Argos Fancast this week. We will endeavor to talk to you next week. When are we thinking 500 yards passing? Who knows? Cheers, everyone.
Hopefully with a 500 record, too. Go Argos.